There's a simple reason why you haven't hit the revenue that you want, and it has nothing to do with your price, your location, or even what you sell. It has everything to do with how similar you look to all the other businesses that are in your niche. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Jennifer Waters. I've built a portfolio of multiple seven-figure businesses, and I'm here online teaching entrepreneurs just like yourself how to become a category of one leader where they can stand out, they can dominate their niche, and they can command premium prices. So if you're new here, welcome back. Super pumped to have you. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 things that you can do today so that you no longer are stuck at the revenue ceiling that you're at. You're no longer stuck at the team count that you are. I'm going to show you what I've done in my portfolio businesses. And so you can apply this exact same thing in your own business. Okay, so very first thing that you're going to want to do is you have to clarify your unique outcome. Okay, so if you're not getting the revenue in that you want to get in, if you're not making the profit that you want to make, I guarantee you that you don't have a unique outcome for the clients that you serve. All right. So when I'm coaching clients, when I'm working with clients, this is one of the things that we have to get really clear on, especially if they have multiple product lines or multiple service lines. What is your unique outcome that the ideal client, the one that you're trying to attract, will come in for? This can get a little wonky if, let's say, you're an agency, right? So if you're an agency owner and you do social media, paid social media ads, you do SEO, you do website, whatever it is, you're attracting a lot of different people that are coming in for different reasons. And there's not necessarily a unique outcome that you may have defined. So in this case, I want to be able to tell that person what it is that I can help them with and what it is that I can do, not specifically like I can build a website, I can do your SEO, I can run your paid social, but what is the outcome that that person actually wants? It's not a website built. Why do they want the website built? They want the website built so they can attract more customers, so they can get more business. And if I keep digging and I keep going down this rabbit hole, maybe it's so that they can increase their revenue, so they can increase their bottom line, so that they can pay for their child's education. You've got to figure out what is it that is your unique outcome that you can provide for that person. So for example, if you're that agency, maybe you're going to say, I can help you attract 25 highly qualified leads for your high ticket product or service. Maybe that's the unique outcome that you have. If you're in a B2C business, maybe you're a fitness trainer and you've got to come up with some sort of unique outcome. And just instead of saying, I'm going to help you lose weight, how are you going to help them lose weight? And how much weight are they going to lose and what amount of time? These things are really going to help you be able to clarify what that person should expect. For example, if you became one of my clients, specifically my unique outcome, the thing that you're going to hear me say is that I help entrepreneurs be able to become a category of one leader in their market so they can dominate their niche and command premium prices. I'm not out there saying that I'm going to do it. I'm going to help you with a website, or I'm going to help you with content, or I'm going to help you run ads. None of those things have anything to do with what you as a viewer might want or need. And if you're coming to this channel, obviously I'm just helping you out for free right here. But if you want to work with me more one-on-one, you wanted to get involved in what I do, that's a totally different thing. But you can understand that this unique outcome is something that is unique to you, the customer, the viewer, whoever is out here. So reposition what it is that you do around that lens. Now, the next thing that you want to focus on is you've got to be able to create what I call a signature framework. So many times entrepreneurs say, oh, I do all these things and I'm going to help you with this, but you have such a hard time, myself included, you have such a hard time figuring out exactly what it is that you do and calling it a name. And I think from my martial arts background, this really helped me out because in fighting, when I was fighting and competing in MMA, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, there's so many moves, so many techniques that you can throw: punches, kicks, elbows, knees, takedowns, all this. But saying those moves out loud, like when my coach, my dad, would say, okay, I want you to throw, a jab cross and a back leg round kick, right? That would take so much time to be able to say it. So we would come up with different names. And we borrowed this name from one of my friends, Stephen Thompson, and his dad. He fights in the UFC. Depending upon when you watch this, he either is a current competitor or was. And so he called it money. So every time that I wanted to throw that 1-2, I wanted to nail him with that jab cross and throw that back leg round kick over the shoulder, he would just say money. And when he would say money, I knew what to throw. I knew what it was. You've got to figure out your signature frameworks in your own business. For my clients that are in the agency that I run, we call it the 3-2-1 framework when we talk about lead follow-up. Because when you're generating cold leads, you can't just let them sit there. And a lot of business owners will let those leads actually sit there. And they'll think that they're warm leads, like a website lead or a referral or a walk-in, and they don't do the work necessary to convert them into paying customers or paying clients. And so we call it the 3-2-1 framework. What is the 3-2-1 framework? Well, I can say this, and my customers, my clients inside the agency know a 3-2-1 framework means that we're going to call our leads 3 times a day for the first 3 days. We're going to leave 2 text messages and we're going to leave a voicemail every day for the first 3 days. It's a signature framework, right? So you're going to want to create your own signature frameworks that you use inside of your business in order to be able to use these in, like we use these in lead gen, we use these in emails, we use them in content. If I have signature frameworks, then I can keep referencing those signature frameworks, which allows me to command premium prices, which again, if you're watching this channel, you're probably watching it because you want to know how to do that. You want to become a category of 1 leader in your market. The last piece that you're going to want to do so that your business does not look like every other person is you want to leverage proof everywhere. Okay, let's take this, right? All this stuff that you see in here. Why am I not just sitting like Hormozy in a closet? Like if you look back, and part of the thing that he was able to say is his proof was that he sold his business for, I don't know, over $40 million, right? Okay. When you, as an entrepreneur who probably hasn't sold their business for 40 million, if you did, I'm not sure why you'd be watching my channel. If you sold your business for $40 million, you're probably doing some other things. You probably are trying to get to your first 7 figures or maybe to your first, multiple 7-figure year, right? And so I'm a few steps ahead of you. And so that's why you're here. You're listening to me. I instantly am able to provide proof that I've done some crap in my life. I've been a fighter. I've invest in mentorship. I'm telling you these things as well. And you can look up my agency or whatever, and you can see the proof and what I've done. You've got to be able to share that proof too. Now, either you're going to share it verbally, just like what I'm doing with you, and I'm telling you the things that I've done and where I come from. What's even more powerful is when you can have your clients talking about your business and you can utilize that proof everywhere. You can show the stats. You can do deep dives or deep case studies on people who've actually bought your products or bought your services. When you're able to do that type of thing and leverage proof everywhere, you no longer are the same as everyone else because now you're starting to stand out as, like I said earlier, a category of 1 leader in your market. So if we had to boil this all down into a nutshell, clarify what it is that is unique to you and what's the unique outcome that those people coming in to your business, to your product, to your service are going to get, right? The second piece is you got to have some sort of signature framework. And then the third is you need to be able to have proof. Once you have all of those things in place, the next thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have exactly tuned in is your pricing. And if you want to know more about how to set your prices without having to haggle, make sure you click this video up here.